video, we are going to review multiplying and dividing integers and fractions and maybe a little bit of decimals. So let's get started with our integer rules. Our integer rules for multiplying or dividing same signs, the product or quotient will be positive. When multiplying or dividing different signs, the product or quotient will be negative. And guess what? There's a song that goes with that. Excuse me. Multiply and divide, it's an easy thought. Same signs are positive, different signs are not. Ha, got it. Row, row, row your boat. Took me for a minute. All right, definition of division, just like there's a definition of subtraction, there's a definition of division. We don't have properties for subtraction or division. To divide a number, we're going to multiply by its reciprocal. So we're going to be looking at keep, change, flip in just a little bit, or some teachers teach you same, change, flip. I like keep, change, flip. Reminds me of KFC, which I like chicken. Okay, so let's go to our examples. The ones I've circled are the ones we're going to do on the video. The ones that are highlighted, those are the ones I want you to show work on. So number 1 is not highlighted. You can do this one in your head. Negative 5 times negative 11. We're multiplying same signs. So that means our answer is going to be positive. So positive 55. Notice where that blank is. It's way over there on the far right. Number 2, we're dividing negative 100 by 5. So we're dividing. They're different signs, so our answer will be negative. Okay, number 4, multiplying different signs. Our answer will be negative. Number 5, I want you to show some work on this one. Whenever we multiply a decimal and a whole number, line the whole number, or line the numbers up starting from right to left. So the 4 will line up under the 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. Carry my 2. 4 times 1 plus 2 is 6. And then we're going to go to find out how many decimal places we have in our problem. We have 1. So I'm going to take my decimal that's here for now and move it to the left. So this is 6.0 or 6. And since we multiply different signs, it will be negative 6.0 or negative 6. I'll take either one. I think when we get to the math lab, my Math Excel, it will also take either one. All right, number 6, we're multiplying fractions. We're multiplying different signs, so our answer will be negative. Multiply across, so that's negative 12 over 35. And whenever you write your negative, make sure your negative is in front of the numerator or in front of the fraction bar, but not the denominator. All right, number 7 says simplify the numerical expression. We're multiplying negative 0.9 squared. So that means we're multiplying negative, make that a negative, negative 0.9 times negative 0.9. So that 2 tells me how many times I'm going to use negative 0.9 as a factor. So we're going to multiply 0.9 times 0.9. Make my handwriting a little bit neater here. So 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. Now, some people like to go ahead and multiply by that 0. If you're going to do that, make sure you enter I call it a filler. 0 times 9, 0 times 0, and now we add. Okay. Now we have 2 numbers to the right of our decimal. So it means I'm going to move my decimal to the left 2 times. So this is positive 0.81, or if you want to write just 0.81, that's fine. You don't have to enter that 0 for me. Okay. Number 8, you know how to do this. Square root of 144, 12. Number 9, if the sign in front of the radical is negative, make sure your answer is negative, okay? Number 10, for fractions, we're going to take the square root of 100. And then we're going to take the square root of 49. Our answer will be negative because there's a negative symbol here. So that's negative 10 over 7. Now you can write that, this is going to be A, you can write it as negative 10 over 7, or you can put the negative in front of the fraction bar, just not the denominator. All right, we're going to skip 11 and 12 and 13, and we'll go to 14. All right, number 14 says a parachutist's elevation changes by negative 110 feet in 10 seconds. What is the change in the parachutist's elevation each second? So we're going to divide. We want to know how many, negative 110. We're going to divide negative 110 by 10. We want to know how many feet per second that is. So when we divide, that is negative 11. So her elevation changes a negative 11 feet each second. All right, let's look at keep, change, flip. So number 14, let me go back. I highlighted it. I want you to show what you're dividing. That's part of the work that I want you to show for number 14. Number 15, I want you to show your steps for keep, change, flip. We keep the first number. Now you can put it over 1 because it's a whole number. Change the division to multiplication, and then flip the next number. So that's 4 over 1. So we're going to multiply top times top. 24 times 4 is 96. Bottom times bottom. So that's numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. And simplify, because it says simplify your answer. So that's 96. All right, number 16. Again, we're going to show our work using keep, change, flip. So 2/3, keep it, change the division to multiplication, and flip. So that'd be negative 3 over 2. When you flip, keep the negative in the numerator. And now this I can cross reduce. So 2 goes into 2 once, here and here. 3 will divide by 3 once, and negative 3 will divide by 3, negative 1. So we multiply numerators, then multiply the denominators, and simplify. So that's negative 1. All right, number 17. A farmer has 160 bushels of corn for sale at a farmer's market. He sells an average of 16 3/4 bushels each day. After 6 days, what is the change in the total number of bushels the farmer has for sale at the farmer's market? So we're going to write a sign number. It means positive or negative. And so what we're doing is we're taking 16 3/4 and we're going to multiply, because we want to know how many, what he sells each overall, let's see, overall 6 days. I couldn't find it. So I'm going to make 16 3/4 into a mixed number. This is, some people in the middle school call this Eagle Beak. 4 times 16 plus 3 is 67 over 4 times 6 over 1. Let's see, the 4 and the 6 will both divide by 2. 67 times 3 is 201. Oh, wait, 1 times 2 is 2. So let's see, we're going to divide, make that into a mixed number, because it says type as an integer, a proper fraction, or a mixed number. So 201 over 2 is an improper fraction. So I'm going to divide. 2 goes into 2. Subtract, bring down. 2 goes into 0. Subtract, bring down. Okay, 2 goes into 1. Multiply, subtract, nothing else to bring down, so this is going to be 100. And then go to the bottom, that's our numerator. And then go back up to our divisor, that's our denominator. So it's 100, and a half. Now, if he's selling it, then that's negative 100 and a half. Okay. And let's see. Number 18 says we're multiplying negative 3 times m times n times p. So negative 3 times m times n times p. Okay, so this is positive 15 times 4 over 3 times negative 7 over 1. Now I'm going to reduce this 3 and this 15, and now I'm multiplying 5 times 4 is 20 times negative 7 is negative 140. On the bottom I have all ones, so that is negative 140. Alright, last one, number 19. The formula for Fahrenheit is 9/5 C plus 32. What is the temperature measured in degrees Fahrenheit when the Celsius temperature is negative 20? So we're plugging in for C. C is negative 20. And since I'm multiplying it by a fraction, I'm going to put negative 20 over 1. Okay, so I just use this formula. Now cross reduce. And I'm going to multiply the numerators, 9 times negative 4. And the denominators is 1, so that's just negative 36. And negative 36 plus 32 is negative 4. So that's negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Now you don't have to enter this on the Google form or on the computer because it's already there. All right, that is the end of our videos for 1.6.